Speaking Task 1. You will be asked a question about a familiar topic. You will then have 15 seconds to prepare your response, and 45 seconds to speak.
Do you prefer learning new skills through watching tutorials or reading instructional guides? Explain your preference with appropriate examples and reasons.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep. Speaking Task 2. You will read a short paragraph and then listen to a conversation between two people. You will have 50 seconds to read the paragraph. After, you will get a question about what you read and heard. You will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. You have 50 seconds to read. Start reading after the beep. Now listen to the conversation between two people.
Thank goodness the department has made changes to the way they assess group work. I had a nightmare last term with our geology project. I couldn't bear going through that again.
Why? What happened?
Well, there were 3 of us in the group. One guy worked really hard, but he didn't trust anyone else to do anything. He just wanted to do it all himself.
It sounds like you were freeloading.
Well, I wasn't. I offered up plenty of ideas, but he kept saying they were no good. In the end, I stopped trying and left it to him. The other guy was a waste of space. He didn't pull his weight at all. We barely saw him.
Did you get a good grade?
A reasonable one, considering how little work I did. But I'm sure I'd have done better if I'd been given the chance to say what I wanted.
Well, the new system should give you that opportunity.
Yeah, I hope so. Though I wish they'd abolish group work altogether. All this organization and communication is just a waste of time. It's got nothing to do with geology.
The man expresses his opinion of group work. State and explain his opinion. Compare his opinion with the opinion of the geology faculty.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep. Speaking Task 3. You will read a short paragraph about an academic topic, then listen to a lecture about it. You will have 50 seconds to read the paragraph. After, you will get a question about what you read and heard. You will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. You have 50 seconds to read. Start reading after the beep. Now listen to the lecture.
Let's take Australia as an example. Traditionally, in Australia, it was common to find nuclear families, typically a mother, a father, and children. However, over the decades, trends show a significant shift in the composition and size of the Australian family. The changes in the laws with regards to same-sex marriage, disposable income, women's liberation movement, technology in terms of the ease of divorce and contraception, and migration led to diversity in family structures. Australia witnessed more single-parent families, childless couples, blended families, and same-sex families. Social issues such as domestic violence, mental health, and divorce rates began to shape the very structure of the family unit. These changes mirror the larger societal transformations in attitudes towards marriage, childbearing, and gender roles in the society. As societies continue to evolve, the structure of the family will adjust accordingly, reflecting the complexities and the diversity of the society at large.
How does the professor's example of recent family developments in Australia illustrate the concept of societal changes influencing family structures?
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep. You will listen to a lecture about an academic topic. After, you will get a question about what you heard. You will have 20 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. Now listen to the lecture.
Today, we are learning about plate tectonics. Now, this is a scientific theory describing the large-scale movements of 7 large plates and the movements of a larger number of smaller ones of the Earth's lithosphere. Over geologic time, these plates move and interact in a number of ways, which causes various geologic activities. Convergence is one such process. When two plates move towards each other, they can either cause one plate to move under the other, a process called subduction, or both plates can rise upwards, resulting in the formation of mountain ranges. For example, the Himalayas were formed due to the convergence of the Indian and Eurasian plates. Divergence, on the other hand, happens when two plates gradually move apart. This causes gaps wherein magma from below the Earth's crust rises up to fill these gaps, thus forming new crust upon solidification. This results in creation of new ocean floors, mid-ocean ridges, and rift valleys. For instance, the East African Rift Valley was formed due to the divergence of the African plate. Apart from these, plates may also slide past each other, a process called transform movement. This causes earthquakes. One example is the San Andreas Fault in California, which is a result of the Pacific Plate sliding past the North American plate.
Explain how plate tectonics affect Earth's geological features as mentioned in the lecture.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.